Hello, people of Earth. It's 7 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday, and I'm homesick from school. That's probably why I'm being a little bit more quiet, because I don't want Mom to yell at me for being sick or making a video. If I run out of the room, it's because I have to go puke my guts up, so we're gonna take it slow with this video. But I just watched Sprinkle of Glitter's video about idolizing YouTubers and the celebrity stuff and everything like that. And she said she was open to debate and open for other people's points of views. So don't look at my messy chair. Don't look at my messy chair. I'm gonna make this video. Hopefully, maybe I could see. I don't think video responses exist anymore. Thanks, Google+. But, this is a topic that I felt could not be expressed in a YouTube comment or on Twitter, because I have a lot to say on the matter. Louise spoke about how we shouldn't idolize YouTubers, how we shouldn't put YouTubers up on a pedestal because they sit in front of a camera and they show you themselves as perfect. They're perfect beings, the way they look when they're at their best. But see, there's something that I feel she didn't exactly touch on, or she didn't exactly acknowledge. Some of us don't idolize YouTubers because of, like, the way they look or their content. Well, yes, for their content, because there's reasons why we love that content. And what was I saying? Alright. There's kids, and I'm one of them, who, look at my shirt, who watch YouTube for reasons that are, like, hard to explain, and I'm gonna do my best to explain it, probably using a story that I didn't think I'd ever share on my YouTube channel until it was necessary. And this is a thing that I really hope Louise sees, or anyone sees that is part of this debate and everything. And I wish I could do a video response instead, but this will work as my video response. I'm 15 years old, high school student. Last year I was in middle school and I was 14. And I didn't think I'd see 15 because I was, suicidal. It's weird to say, and I don't talk about it very often anymore, but I was, and I self-harmed for a very long time. It was serious, and I had to get psychological help. But see, the psychological help didn't help as much as coming home. And there was this thing that I was able to do, and it was called putting in my headphones and watching YouTube. And I know I'm not the only person who had this. I know I'm not the only person who had this type of savior. I was able to stop the cutting, the suicidal thoughts, the feeling bad. Because when I didn't feel good, when I felt like shit, when I thought I needed to drag a blade across my skin, I was able to put headphones in my ears. And I'd watch a video. And if that video wasn't sufficient enough to make me feel better, I'd watch another video. And another, until I was able to gather my thoughts enough and feel okay again. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons nowadays that kids my age, or teenagers my age, idolize you guys, idolize the YouTube community, idolize the people that are able to sit in front of the cameras every day and talk to them. You might think you're just talking to a camera and that we shouldn't idolize you because we're looking at your perfect beings the way you want to portray yourselves. But we aren't looking at that at all. Some of us are looking at the fact that for 4 to 13 minutes a day, however long your videos are, we have someone. We have a voice to block out the rest of the voices. And I don't think it's like we're idolizing you guys because without you we wouldn't still be alive. And I'm gonna tell you something, and I really hope, like, if Louise does see this or views this, whatever, because it is a video response to her video, she doesn't take what I'm about to say as I'm saying it because it was to her video. I'm saying this because it's an actual thing. Like, she was one of the people that helped me in my recovery process. And it's because one of the things that I went through was not being able to view myself as pretty, as good looking, as blah 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 blah, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit larger than most people, and it hurts sometimes thinking about like how I used to think that was what used to hold me back from everything. And it wasn't until I found her channel and there was videos about her talking about self-acceptance and self-beauty and plus size this and all of that stuff until I realized, like, there's people in the world that also feel the same way, and like they can look good too. And like she talked about like how you can look good and everything being that way, and her videos really brought up my self-esteem. Your videos, if you see this, really brought up my self-esteem, where I shop different now so I could feel better, and I buy nicer clothes, and I have this whole rack of clothes here of just stuff like for people like me to make myself feel better and everything. And like, that's why we idolize you. Some of us. I know there's a lot of cases out there. Like, I've seen it, I've read it, I've noticed it. Where us teenagers, we feel dead inside. And you may not believe this, or you may not want to believe this, but for a lot of us, the ones that queue for 7 hours to meet you, the ones that fly across the country or to another country to follow you, the ones that scream and cheer when you come out, some of us do that. I don't know if it's most of us, but I know there's a great number do that because you saved us. You were the therapists that nobody else could be, in a way. And now we base our lives off of watching your videos and dedicating our lives to watching your videos or something like that. And I'm not gonna say I dedicate my entire life to you, because that's not true. I mean, there's other things, but you did play a big part in my recovery, and so did 4 other angels, 5 if you count Emma, but in my recovery, because until I was able to learn a lesson from something that each of you have said, I wasn't able to fully understand stuff that I was going through. Like, there's your channel where you're always expressing how beauty is who you are, you have to feel comfortable in your skin and everything. And then there's Emma Blackery and her channel. She made the video One Chance, and until I watched that, I never really knew, like, alright, I want to be something. I have to go after it. I thought, like, whatever, I used to just fuck life. because that's the state of mind I was in. And then there's this little group called the Fantastic Foursome, and each of them had so much different personalities, like, and each of their stories, like, they played such a big role in who I am because I took a little piece of each of them. And that's why we look up to you. That's why we see you as role models, because you may think you're not giving us enough to look at you as idols or look at you as role models, but you are, and in a way you're changing some of our lives, especially, and I know, especially mine. And as for the screaming and the yelling when they see you, maybe, yes, I agree. We need to chill out. Like, you are also regular people. Like, you're not somebody that needs to walk around the world with security. You can go to Starbucks at your house, leave your house and go to Starbucks. You can bring your daughter to a park. You're not like Kim Kardashian, who needs a fucking security guard to walk around the world. But you are like our Kim Kardashian. And I know that's weird to say, but YouTubers are our celebrities in this world. They are our role models. And the fact that they're real life people just makes it a hell of a lot better at us learning from you guys. And that's why we idolize you. Because you saved us. You saved some of us. I know that I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have the people that I watch on YouTube, because without that I might still be that girl that thinks in order for people to appreciate her, she needs to kill herself. I idolize you because you made me realize I was worth something, despite my size, despite how weird I am. I can make something of my life, and you guys showed me that by sitting in front of the camera. And you may think you're talking to your camera, but it feels like you're talking to us. At least it feels like you're talking to me. So I look up to you because of that, and I idolize you because of that. You gave me what no psychologist could, and you did for me what no therapy could. And for a short time, you were my family. Thanks. A lot. And you'll always be one of my role models. I'm sorry.